Grew to King with 49th Parallel coming to you today with another waterproofing storage technique. I see online, watch lots of videos on prepping, wilderness survival, gear, maintenance, and various things. And the one thing I have not seen yet is a proper way to store batteries. Most everybody I've seen in their videos, their batteries are like this. This is a very bad way to keep your batteries. Number of reasons. Ziploc baggies aren't that tough, so they can get punctured, and your batteries get wet, they're going to get corroded. Another thing is terminals can cross, so if your battery's being loose like this. Terminals cross, your battery could explode, it could cause them to drain. It's just not a very good or effective way to store your batteries. Keep them nice and compact and waterproof. So I'm going to show you today how the best way to store your non-rechargeable and rechargeable batteries. And I'm going to get set up here with the camera, and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, I'm all set up. Show you guys a proper way to store your batteries. We're going to turn your battery kit and all your bug out bags, your wilderness kits, and everything else. You're going to take your battery kit from this to this. Nice and compact, watertight. Don't have to worry about compromising your batteries. So what you'll need is some bicycle tube. No matter what size. This was for a mountain bike. I can't remember the size. It's irrelevant, but need some bicycle tubing. Need some small zip ties, some scissors, chapstick or petroleum jelly, whatever you want to use. I try to use the things I always have out in the wilderness, like chapstick. I always have chapstick, so I don't really have petroleum jelly. Paint pen, I guess it's optional to you, but that's how I set mine up. Some scissors and a multi-tool. And some cotton balls. Alright, so today I'm going to waterproof some AAAs. These are the most recent ones that I've purchased. A while ago. Alright, so when I get my batteries before I go to store them in this method, I always write the date that I purchased them on each individual battery. Depending on the size of the bicycle tube, depends on the size of how many batteries you can get in it. As you see here, this was a tube for a wagon wheel, and I have 16 AA's in it. This is just sits in my ammo can, and we use these a lot. This tubing here will hold 4 AA's. If you try to pack too many in there, then you can't get a good watertight seal around it. So I put 4 in there. I piggyback my AA's sometimes, but with AAA's, I could get 8. I could get 8 in this size tubing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and measure out the length of my my casing, and I like to have a good inch and a half on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my tube. Now the first thing I like to do to my batteries, which I picked up, is I like to seal the terminals. Just a light little coating. Just help give me a little redundant waterproofing, so I don't have to worry about them corroding. Alright. Get my multi-tool ready, my pocket knife. Now the next thing I like to do is I'll take just a little bit of my chapstick and I'll put it right inside here where I'm going to make my first cinch down point. Go ahead and get my zip tie on here. I'm not going to zip it down all the way, I'm just going to zip it down part way. Then I'm going to start sticking my batteries in. Alright, I got my batteries in. I'm going to push that down a little bit. Work this down to where my petroleum jelly or whatever you're using is at. Then I'm going to grab my zip tie tail. Pull on that baby until she pops. Now I'm going to push my batteries real good and tight down there. And then I'm going to take me a couple more zip ties because I've seen some people freeze or vacuum seal batteries, which is a good idea. They're stronger, won't puncture as easy, and they'll definitely keep your batteries dry. But the one thing that they aren't really that great for is resealing. If you don't have the resealer, you can't really reseal it unless you melt it, and melting's never very good. So I'm going to take a few zip ties. And I'm just going to bend them over. And just shove down right inside there with my batteries. That way, I always have some zip ties with me when I need to bust out some batteries and make sure I can keep them dry. Got some zip ties right in there to zip tie it back up. Alrighty, now take another dollop of some petroleum jelly or whatever you're using. Put right in there. Now, for the purpose of this experiment, I'm going to put a little bit of cotton inside. Now I'm going to zip tie.
You want to make sure that when you zip tie, you have all your ears, all the edges of that out. Because if one edge is tucked in, water will get in. So you want to make sure that your edges of your tube are all out. I'm going to pull on that baby until she pops. Oh, she popped too. Popped inside. Bad zip tie. There we go. Then I usually write the date, what type of batteries they are, and the date on here, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then I also put a little bit of luminescent tape on them sometimes on my bug out kits and stuff, so I can always see them. Just trim up these little tails real quick. They're not sharps. And got a bucket of water here. We're going to drop them in there. I'll let them sit for, I'll let them sit for a good half hour. And then we'll come back and check and see how dry that they are inside and how dry that cotton ball is. Alright, I'm back. It's been 30 minutes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bust this open. See, which was the side with my cotton ball? This side was. Wet from the stuff inside, from the balm, but not wet from water. All dry in there. You see just at the outside edges where there was moisture that got in from here, but past the zip tie, it's nice, and you can see the powder because they're coated with powder. It helps with get the powder coated. Some don't have powder coating inside of them, but with the powder coated inside the tube, it makes those batteries come in and out a lot easier. And then you can also tell if your batteries have been wet. But if you use this method, they won't get wet. It's the best method. Ever since I was turned on to it, I've constantly used it and haven't found a better substitute. I've seen some of the battery cases and battery carriers, but this is a lot more weight that you got to deal with. And little strip of bicycle tubing isn't that much weight, and a couple zip ties isn't that much weight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tip and trick. And I hope to see more guys out there storing their batteries this way. You can't go wrong with it. It is the best way to store your batteries. So like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please ask. And look forward to more videos, more reviews. Don't forget about my other channel, The Adventures of Billicus Whiticus. That's me and my friends living what we teach. We're always out in the wilderness, practicing our survival skills, honing our survival skills. We take people, friends of ours, kids. I have a lot of friends whose kids I teach survival skills to. And always out in the mountains, North Cascades. So look forward to more, and I'll have a review coming soon of the bearing made Bushido 7-inch combat knife. Been looking for it, waiting on it, so that's going to be a really nice addition to my blades. I'm gonna try to get more blade reviews out there. I'm a big knife man, blade guy. I have cheap blades and really expensive blades, so hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.